Hello, welcome to this video. I'm going to explain how Mr. Door is connected to Saga Anderson and how his power works. How he is connected to Saga is like really nicely explained or really well kept if you just link all the dots. Here you can see that when he's trying to give this manuscript to Saga, the Door takes him away. Now why he takes him away will be, it can be given as a hint later on, but for now Mr. Door first time appears here when he takes him away to the dark place. That's it, that's the first time you see Mr. Door.
Sheriff?
What the?
How's your search for Mr. Door going?
It's not great.
When Alan meets him, he will mention that Mr. Door brought him here, and he will ask if there is any connection to whether his powers, how does it look like, and Alan talks about him being a show, and he's not sure if Alan is talking about the same Mr. Door, even though we as a player are aware that he's talking about the same person. It kind of gives you an idea that Mr. Door is having more than one role. For now, we think of him as someone who's hosting a talk show and someone who can travel between different dimensions. But this character suggests that there is more to that character, more to Mr. Door and his power. If you're listening to this dialogue, you will understand something else as well, like different person living a different life, different lifestyle. He's mentioning that he can be another character as well. So just because we look at him as a cop right now, doesn't mean that in future game or future cameos, that this will be the same guy appearing, but he will not be the same, this cop guy that we see. So this could be a hint of another way his power works, Mr. Door powers. He can change other person's appearance something or somehow.
Sorry, this place.
Here we can see Saga Anderson meeting him. This is at the end, before the game finishes. She's asking why it did happen. He mentions about the time when he gives like that manuscript. He was snatched away. Then he thinks that this is because he thinks he wanted to keep Saga Anderson away, and that was his way of taking care of his daughter.
My dreams for years. This whole thing is insane. But he is much more than he seems. He's connected to all of this. This place, it's like trying to find your way around in a dream. I've been trying to map it, but it keeps looping, shifting. Like there are many versions stacked on top of each other. There is a page. Describes Door finding his way through this place. I tried to follow the steps, but no luck.
Can I see that page, Tim?
Of course. In fact, it's the page.
He mentions that he wanted to give that same page, but it was taken away.
Now that I think about it, maybe Door brought
Mr. Door wanted to keep you from reading it. So you wanted to protect his daughter from coming here. Later on, he explains, it tells that to Alan Wake itself that you brought someone in here you shouldn't have brought, which I will show you later on, but I guess that should give you an idea that he's connected to Saga is connected to Mr. Door in some way. Now, once Saga understands that, she goes to her mind space and talks about, does her thing to know who her father was. This is the segment from that. You can listen if you want to.
Your dad was a complicated bastard. Always thinking too many steps ahead. That's not how we work. There was trouble, and then he was gone. I didn't handle it well. Freya didn't want anything to do with me after that. I can't blame her.
I never knew my dad or my mom's family. So many broken relationships in my past. This is the first time I've seen a page about.
Now here, the Door mentions that in his family there is a power to go between doors. That also means that Saga also has that kind of power, and if you play the game, you will realize that Saga escapes her mind space by opening her door. That's how she enters into the Alan's dark place, being the mirror. Here it explains that moving through the door she also has the power. So basically, she's related to Mr. Doe biologically because he mentions that in his family, people can do that. So she definitely has the power to go through those as well, mentioning she is connected to him, and that's my basis of telling he is her father. I mean, it fits very well in my point of view. This is the section I will let it play completely without any commentary. The last section on Mr. Doe talk show segment. Here he will mention that you should not have brought her. You should not brought that someone who was dear to him. So just watch this and let me know how you feel at the end of the video. Thanks for watching.
I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our Night Springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Whatever you say.